What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Crash Blade Gaming. I am your host, Crash, and I said this in the Wugtrio video before that once Reversal Energy came out, Wugtrio was going to be a menace, and we had a really good matchup against a cool Superior V deck, which, hey, maybe I'll look into as well, but that matchup, I think it's pretty long, and it went down to the wire, I'm not gonna lie, and woo, I maybe have made some bad decisions or some questionable decisions, or maybe I made a decision and was just like, we'll just roll with it anyways and see what happens. Anyways, you'll see that in the video. Let's get into it. Let's go ahead and get to the Pokemon question of the day. All right, I've never had this happen before, but last video's question went unanswered, so we're just going to repeat it until somebody gets the answer to this question. This water-type Pokemon has blue skin and pink eyes. Who is this Pokemon? Put your answer in the comment section down below so that you will be in the running to win some Pokemon TCGL codes for you for free as long as you win and participate. You just got to get yourself up to 3 points. The second place prize is still up for grabs. The first place prize has already been claimed, but you know what? That person who claimed the first place might also claim the second place, and I don't mind if you do that as well. If you get 6 points before people can get 3, you deserve it. That's what you deserve for being around here and checking out the Pokemon question of the day. So, go ahead and put your answer in the comment section down below. And if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe to the channel on the road to 500. So help me out there. That'd be greatly appreciated. And thank you to all of my current subscribers. I really do appreciate all of your support as well. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get to the deck list. One of my favorite strategies is to mill people out, and Wugtrio does this amazingly with the Undersea Tunnel attack. Flip 3 coins for each head. We get to discard the top 3 cards of our opponent's deck, which is awesome. So if we flip all 3 heads, we're discarding 9 cards, which is an insane amount of cards in the Pokemon TCG if you think about it. So it's pretty cool that way. Let's go ahead and back up a little bit. There's Manaphy. We need to protect our bench. Bench sniping does hurt this deck a little bit. Multi-prize turns. Lost Box is actually a tough matchup, but it's winnable because of one of the pros that I say here is fast decks. That's why it's winnable. But if they're smart, they won't do it. So a 4-4 line of Wugtrio. We had 1 Manaphy in there, and then we have a 3-2 line of Bibarel. And this is our main draw engine to help us draw through cards. And we'll get into the items here now. Those are all the Pokemon. That's it. We don't need to play more. So, oh, excuse me there. Had to take a deep breath and get that out. Anyways, Capturing Aroma, we flip a coin. We're going to have a lot of coin flipping in this deck too. Anyways, we flip a coin. If we get heads, we can search for an evolution Pokemon. If we get tails, we search for a basic. We want both Pokemon, so most of the time we're actually wanting to get one or the other, but it's okay. We'll flip and burn the card anyways. 4 copies of Level Ball, 4 copies of Nest Ball, 1 Pal Pad, recycle some of our supporters, 4 copies of Pokégear, 2 copies of Rescue Carrier. I've been thinking about bumping this up to 3, but I don't want to because then you don't get to play Roxanne's, and Roxanne is really important in this deck as well. 4 Ultra Balls, 2 Artazons. As you can see, we have a theme of getting set up. If we can just get a couple of Bibarels down in our Wugtrios, we are good to go. We have 2 copies of Calamitous Wasteland. The retreat cost of each non-basic fighting Pokemon play is 1 more, so it's kind of really good for getting things stuck in the active, which is helpful. I promise you, it really is. Could win you the game. We have 1 copy of Arven here so we can search our deck for an item and a tool card. We do play a tool card in here, and this gets us an item as well, so Arven seems pretty good. We also play 1 copy of Boss Swords. The reason we're playing 1 is because we have Pal Pad to use it again, but most likely we're not using Boss Swords until the end of the game anyways. 1 copy of Cyllene so we can recycle some of our stuff like our energies and Pal Pads so we don't deck out. 4 copies of Misfortune Sisters so that we can look at the top 5 cards of our opponent's deck and discard any item cards we find there, which is a really powerful card also, so we want to play as much of that as we can. We also play 1 copy of Peonia because we can prize some of our Wugtrios or Wiglets and our energies, so it is really important to get those out of the prizes a lot of the time. We have 2 copies of Roseanne's backup. The main reason this is in here is because we only play 4 copies of our Reversal Energy. Roseanne backups can get us at least 2 back. Our opponent has to knock out 6 Pokemon. That way we can have at least 6 Wugtrios. Hopefully our Wugtrios are the ones getting KO'd. That's kind of the goal of the deck. We also have 3 copies of Wallace in here. I wanted to add a little bit of extra draw, and if our opponent chooses, they can draw a card. So we basically mill them 1 card while playing Wallace, and we get to draw 4 cards. So it's really a draw 4, they draw 1, but we want them to draw cards so we can mill them out a little bit faster. So that's why Wallace is in here. We got 2 copies of Blunder Policy. If we flip tails during our attacks, we can draw 3 cards. So it helps us draw as well. Wugtrio is going to flip tails, and you are wanting to draw cards, so we have 2 copies of Blunder Policy in here as well. And as I said before, we have 4 copies of Reversal Energy. As long as we have less prize cards, no, as long as we have more prize cards remaining than our opponent, This counts as 3 energies, which is great. We do not take prize cards in this deck. We do not attack in this deck. We are only milling. So this is online right after our opponent takes their first KO, and then we are milling from there, hopefully. That is the goal of the deck. That is the entire deck. Wugtrio at its finest. Let's go and watch it in action after I talk about some of the pros and the scores for this. I almost forgot about that. The pros, we don't have to worry about prize cards. We're not taking any, so it doesn't matter. This deck's really fun to play, and fast decks are prevalent in the meta, and fast decks work well unless you're playing against somebody who knows what you're doing. But all the decks that are really fast, that burn through the deck, just make it so much easier for Wugtrio to go ahead and mill the rest of the cards. It's not hard. The power and speed are at a 0. Of course, we have no power. We are a slow deck. It does take us a lot of time to mill out our opponent. The consistency, however, and draw are both 7s because we are very consistent. We draw pretty well. We set up our Wiglets and our Wugtrios pretty well, and the fun is a 9. That's my personal opinion. You guys might not like it as much as I do, but I do love milling very much. Total score is a 23, but that's kind of a skewed number for this type of deck, to be honest. And some of the cons are recycle cards, so like Super Rod, Superior Energy Retrieval, things that are pulling cards out of the discard kind of hurt this deck, so keep that in mind. No Glenwood Tangle is what I mean by no Tangle. Not being able to reflip our coins kind of sucks and hurts the deck, but you know what? It's okay. We can deal with it. And Bench Sniping, if they're able to target on your Manaphy or your Manaphy is prized, this deck is doomed. If they're able to take multiple prize turns, we are doomed. We don't want that to happen. But anyways, it's a fun deck to play. I hope you all enjoy it. Let's go watch it in action now. Ditto. Uh-oh. Well, at least we get to go first here. Gonna throw the Nest Ball. Grab ourselves a Bidoofer. I don't... Well, Ditto could attack. Wiglett could go down. Let's play the Capturing Aroma. Maybe we'll flip Tails and get another basic. We do. That's good. That's good. We can get down another Wiglett here. And then I think we're just going to pass. Well, I don't think it hurts to attach the energy. Yeah, we'll attach the energy there and pass. I have another energy in hand for the active Wiglett, but I think it's going to get KO'd, especially seeing a Ditto here. We're probably up against, what's it called? United Wings? There's a Darkness energy that does tell me a little bit more. It's probably United Wings. Ultra Ball, this will get rid of a couple of their cards. They get rid of a Murkrow. We made the smart choice in putting the energy on the Wiglett. No, Defiance Band and Energy Lotto. Okay. They may not even take a KO this first turn, which would be a little bit annoying for us. Squawkabilly, that's fine. Squawkabilly is a good target for us. We can stick that guy in the active as long as they don't play Thornton, which I think they do. Thornton or Penny, I believe. Are the 2 supporters that we want to see go away. I'm pretty sure this deck plays Thornton to get rid of the Squawkabilly. A Superior? Why would you play a Superior? I guess if you're only attacking with Murkrow, Superior makes sense. There's Flamigo. Could also stick Flamigo in the active as well once we find our stadiums. They would need 2 energies for Flamigo to attack, so that's worth noting. But they are going to have... Oh, they only get 2. So 3 of those cards are Squawkabilly, 2 Flamingos. Do they have like Murkrow or something in their hand? Darkness Energy. Is this Wiglett going to survive a turn? Squawk and Seize. Oh, there goes the Penny. They do play a Penny. Alright, so they're doing 40 damage. Not quite enough to KO Wiglett, which is, meh to say. At least we kind of I do really want this Wiglett to get KO'd. I can start attacking with Wugtrio next turn. Kirlia is also another boss option to get stuck in the active as well. This might be, yeah, I see Superior Energy Retrieval, and that makes me think they're just playing Darkness Energies. There goes Murkrow and Wattrel. I think that is enough for a KO. So that's really good. Unfortunately, we're going to lose our Pal Pad. I don't want to. Guess I can Bibarel. Well, if I play Bibarel, we have 4 cards. Ultra Ball, depending on the card I draw. 80 damage. They're already down to 25 cards though, so this is good. They've already burned through a lot of their deck. And they still got 5 prizes to go. Ugh. Would have liked a little bit more setup. There's the Wiglett. We have Ultra Ball for Wugtrio. I just don't want to get rid of my Pal Pad. A Nest Ball is very playable. But then it's tricky. I do want to play this Nest Ball. That'll get us another Wiglett down. I can attach an energy and then Bibarel here for 3. I think that's the best way to go. Roseanne's backup, Pokégear, Ultra Ball. We can double Pokégear here. Arven seems better than Peonia right now. I don't know what my prizes are, but we can always save that for later. Another Pokégear here. Well, Peonia it is. And then we can Arven to get ourselves Level Ball. Actually, let's get ourselves another Nest Ball. And Blunder Policy. Seems great. And I can Nest Ball for another Bidoof. Ultra Ball away these 2. Grab Wugtrio. I guess I should check the deck for the other energies. We prized 1 energy. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Wugtrio and Blunder Policy here. I don't need to play Pal Pad just yet. So we'll hold on to that for next turn and we can undersea tunnel. See how many coins we flip. We do want to get at least 1 tails. But I'm good with 3 heads. Our Blunder Policy doesn't draw us anything, but I'm good with 3 heads. It's a little scary for us, but that's okay. We're going to draw 5 cards off of Bibarel, possibly get a second Bibarel going as well. We did just mill them for 9, so that's insane. Put more Pokemon in the discard for them though. We did get an energy, which is always nice to see. A couple researches, rescue carriers, which there actually are basically dead cards unless they can, Super Rod's gone too, that's good. So we got rid of a good amount of cards here that are recovery cards, which is something we want to see with this Wugtrio mill. They are going to be able to KO us though, because they do have 7 Pokemon in there. That's 140 damage. Oh, they just passed. Oh, did they, what's it called? We'll go ahead and Misfortune Sisters. I think they either got locked away or they're just not playing anymore, which is a little bit of a bummer. We'll use the Pal Pad now to put back in Roseanne's backup and Misfortune Sisters, just so we can mill them some more. Let's get some 5 cards here. Another Wugtrio's good. And we'll hold off on Rescue Carrier and Bidoof. We don't need to do anything now, just Undersea Tunnel again. Maybe they gave up, I don't know. Maybe we can flip 1 tails here. We do flip 1 tails and 2 heads. That's the perfect number there. That's 6 cards gone. Curlias and Energies, they do play double turbo. That's good to see. And we did get rid of 1 of them. But I think our opponent either disconnected or they're just... What a shame. This would have been a good match. We already got them down to 8 cards. I mean, they would be at 4 prizes here at their 8 cards. So, I mean, we were going to win this matchup regardless. They went through their deck relatively quickly. So, United Wings is a good matchup for us because they have to get so much in the discard to get going. Well, really, they need to get 5 Pokemon in the discard to KO us. But the way they do that is researches and Squawk abilities. Yeah, Squawkability. That's his new name, Squawkability, because that's really all he's there for. But those ways they just discard stuff, and it's our turn again. We're just gonna go ahead and Misfortune Sisters. Hit Pal Pad, that's good. It's 1 less card we gotta mill. Go ahead and Ultra Ball away this and Ultra Ball. Grab Bibarel, just showing you guys how the deck runs. We got everything we need. Barrels are in here. I can put another Blunder Policy into play and Industrious Incisors for 2. Level Ball is perfect. That gets us another Wugtrio, or Wiglett, I mean. Wiglett Wiggles, and there they go, they conceded. Alright. Not the best matchup to see us go against, but I mean, it still showcases what this deck can do, and it is a good matchup for us. Superior versus Wiglett. Haven't seen Superior V in a while. This will be interesting. Let's see what our opponent has for us. Our trekking shoes. Love to see that. That's an extra 2 cards off of their deck. We are counting cards here, ladies and gentlemen. And this is what we want. Well, I guess they could have taken the first one. It'd only be 1 card, so another trekking shoes is good. We did see 1 Superior go away. Another research. Well, we would have liked to see them play research. But we'll see what else they have going on here. Ultra Ball. Okay. Let them set up, get some more cards out of their deck. We're going to Misfortune Sisters, double Nest Ball next turn, and get some things. Super Rod being on is great as well. Thank you for doing that. People need to realize if you're going up against Wugtrio, you do not want to get rid of your recovery cards of Pineco. Oh no. That's going to make it a little difficult. They're going to give us 2 prizes. We're not supposed to take prizes with this deck. Okay. Nest Ball Bidoof and Nest Ball Wiglett. Don't think this deck does any bench sniping, but we'll figure that out eventually. Let's go Misfortune Sisters. Nice. Another Super Rod gone. Battle VIP Pass doesn't matter, but Switch is gone too, so that's another 3 cards for us. And I believe we're just going to pass the turn here. I don't need to play Pokégear just yet. We can play Wallace next turn as well to get some things going. But with that Pineco in play, they can evolve into Fortress EX, evolve the Superior, give us 2 prizes. And then we kind of have to wait a couple before we can attack with Wugtrio. There's a Jacques. That gets them their... that gets them their V-Star and their Pineco... No, Fortress EX. Really good. Does V-Star hit the bench? Don't care about you. Give us 2 prizes, which is fine. They'll take 1 prize. Oh, do you hit the bench? He does hit the bench. Okay, so we have to look out for the Alolan Executor. We are going to play Manaphy. Starwinder doesn't really matter too much. Exploding Energy. They are going to go with the Alolan Executor here, which is fine. And they can hit the Wiglett on the bench. Please target my Bidoof. That'd be hilarious if they did. And then I'm going to get a Manaphy very quickly. There's the 3 energies to Alolan Executor. They put 2 energies onto Superior. That's another 5 cards gone. Why did my hand disappear? That's a weird way to animate that. We get 2 prizes. Number 5, number 4. What do we get? Pal Pad Reversal Energy? Reversal Energy is a great prize. Number 5 is my go-to. Who are you going to head swing on? Is it going to be my Bidoof? Do it. Target my Bidoof. Oh, they targeted the Bidoof! The Bidoof doesn't let you do damage. Gotta love it. Okay, let's go into Bibarel now. Well, actually, we're gonna hold off on Bibarel. We're gonna play Wallace. We need to get Manaphy down before I evolve into Bibarel. Let our opponents see if they want to draw an extra card. They do. That gives us a couple cards. Another Bidoof is good. Artazon is perfect. We'll play that. And we'll get ourselves the Manaphy down, so that they can no longer hit my bench as easily. Play down a Bidoof. Let's go with Bibarel here. We can Capturing Aroma, get down another Wiglett. Or heads, we can get a Wugtrio, that's fine. Fine, Wugtrio it is. We'll actually play this Wugtrio here on the... Could just do Dig a Little, but what's the point of doing Dig a Little? We are going to play the Wugtrio. The problem is we have to have less. We won't have less until they take out 3 Pokemon. I mean, I could do Dig a Little, but does it matter that much? It's only 1 card. I don't think it's worth doing Dig a Little just yet. We're going to play Wallace again next turn so I can draw some more cards. I need to get more Wigletts down. Actually, if Artazon sticks, I can just get another Wiglett down, so that's okay. They get down their own Bibarel. or Bidoof going, which is fine. 30 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon for each grass energy attacks this Pokemon, so they are doing 90 damage to this Wiglett, which is fine. Ultra Ball, you're getting more stuff out of your deck. We love it. Boss and Iono. Seeing Iono go away is good as well because they're going to take prizes soon. And the more prizes they take... Oh, they do have Iono already. There goes our reversal energy though, but it's okay. I actually don't mind this because we got these cards. And those are good cards. I can get double Wiglett down if they're in there, of course. Roseanne's backup isn't really going to do much here. Another Ultra Ball from our opponent. You guys keep on thinning. We don't mind. You're down to 20 cards. You still have to take 6 prizes. Mimikyu is useless against us, so hopefully you mill that guy away, right? 7 damage counters your opponent's active. That's fine. 90 damage to our Wiglett. Okay. They take a prize. We'll give him a Bidoof. Let's go ahead and Nest Ball. Oh, we don't have anybody else. Okay. So then we can Artazon. I don't believe we have anything left in here. Okay. Don't know if this deck plays any stadium bounces, but we are going to play Calamitous Wasteland now. So they can't retreat as easily. Roseanne's backup will just get us back a Wiglett right now, which is like, don't really want to waste on that. We'll go ahead and Bibarel. Rescue Carrier can bring back the Bidoof, that's fine. And we can Pokégear, maybe hit him as Fortune Sisters. We do, perfect. And we can miss Fortune Sisters our opponent. We'll take 3 of those cards and get him out of here. So now 3 cards away, and we have not yet done a Wugtrio meal. They're already down to 16. 5 prizes remaining for our opponent. If they're smart, they would do another Fortress EX. Give me 2 prizes, and then I can't really attack ever. So, if you're playing Superior with Fortress EX, you need to get rid of 2 of your Fortress, go down to 2 prizes remaining, and then Wugtrio just can't attack until you have 1 prize left. Which is insane to think about. They attach another energy to a Lone Executor, which is fine. That's less energy for Bibarel so that we can hopefully boss him at some point. Rescue Carrier will bring back a couple of my Pokemon that are going to get KO'd here. Boss's orders. What are you going after? Possibly Manaphy. If they go after Manaphy, we still have Rescue Carrier. That's okay. That saves my Bidoof, which is good. They go down to 4 prizes remaining. Hopefully we can get into a boss's orders and stick that Bibarel in the active. Let's go a Wiglett. Wugtrio's cool. Let's go Rescue Carrier. Get you 2 back. Wiglett Manaphy. Burn the Level Ball. Play the Wugtrio. Let's not play the Wugtrio. Let's go Industrious Incisors for 2. If we don't get a boss, that's okay. Capturing Aroma can get us another Bibarel. It flips heads? No, it flips tails. Fine. We do have another Bibarel in there. Our boss is in there. And we have 3 reversal energies. That means 1 energy is prized. Did see Peonia, which is okay. I actually don't mind just playing Wugtrio here. Play Wugtrio now. And pass the turn. Fortunately, we don't have the energies. We have 31 cards. They only have 12 cards left, so it is possible for us to get going here. As soon as they KO this Wugtrio, we're going to hope that we can find our energy and start attacking. I might end up playing Roseanne's backup this turn. I might also end up playing Artazon. They Iono us. This is great. Those cards in my hand I didn't really want. That's 4 cards more into energies. Wallace Misfortune Sisters, Pokégear, Superior. That's fine. So as soon as they KO us, Boss's Orders becomes an option. And what's great is I can play Rescue Carrier to get back Wugtrio and Wiglett already. So that's good. How many energies is that? 8 energies in play. They have 0 energies in the discard. It's a lot of energies they've committed already. Going after the Wugtrio here, which is fine. Could play Wallace. This depends on the top deck here. Let's go up with Wiglett. And what do we got? Capturing Aroma is good. Let's play that. That can get us a second Bibarel if we flip heads. Okay, we flip tails. It's okay. More milling for us. We've got 3 energies in there. Let's go ahead and play the Rescue Carrier here. Bring back these guys. Evolve and bench. Let's throw out the Pokégear. Say done. I don't need that. I can miss Fortune Sisters them and just hope I hit an energy. I don't need to. So let's do that this turn. Let's miss Fortune. That gets them. A switch is gone. That's perfect. That sets up our boss play in the future. Industrious Scissors for 4. Maybe one of these is an energy. It's not. But we did hit a Bibarel. So we'll do that. We'll play Level Ball. We do have Wugtrio in there. That's fine. Ultra Ball away our 2 supporters. We don't need them. Not going to bother getting Wugtrio. 5 cards more. See if we can hit an energy. If we do, we're going to be rolling. We do not. We hit a Peonia. And Level Ball plus Ultra Ball. Okay. We can Pal Pad, but it looks like they're getting low on item cards anyways. So we're just going to end our turn here. It's alright. So, Peonia, we know we have prized an energy. So we have a pretty good chance of getting the energy out of the prize cards. Roseanne's backup is good to have in our hand, but we don't really have anything we need to put away. We want to get into our boss as well. Missing this attack does kind of hurt us though. It is okay, they're down to 11. Still have to take them 2 more KOs. We just got to flip some heads, and we've been flipping tails all day. We've been flipping tails all day. Capturing Aroma. Let's go ahead and burn that. That's fine. Let's go ahead and Ultra Ball away these 2. I'm going to keep the Peonia in my hand. Simply because I know that I'm almost guaranteed to get that energy off of prize cards. Play Pal Pad. Put back in a Wallace and a Misfortune Sisters. And Bibarel for 4. Still no energy, but that's okay. Let's go Blunder Policy. Let's go Peonia. Let's go 6, 2, and 3. Don't believe it's the first one. It was the first one! Oh, what a bummer. Missed the energy, but that's okay. That's okay, we got a 3-card draw now. 3-card draw. There are our reversal energies. We finally see them. Now we can Undersea Tunnel. See if we can flip some heads, though. We need to flip some heads. We need some heads. There's one. 1 head only. Okay, that's 3 cards. It will all come down to the last coin flip here. They got 8 cards. We have to hit 2 heads unless Misfortune Sisters mills like 4 cards. They could also Iono us and put back in some more cards as well. We are missing our boss. We can still boss the Bibarel, so it's not quite over yet. They may have another switch though. How many switches are they down? 1, 2, 2 switches. They could have a 3rd switch. It is possible. It is possible they have a 3rd switch. Roseanne's backup. Alright. Reversal energy onto the Wugtrio. Level Ball for the last Wugtrio. 8 cards in deck. I'm almost guaranteed to hit my boss's orders off of these 2 Pokégears. So we'll do that. We will Pokégear. Hopefully hit our boss's orders. We did. Boss up the Bibarel. and Undersea Tunnel. If we flip 3 heads, we win. If we don't, we hope the Bibarel is stuck in the active. 1, 2. Oh! If one of those was it was a switch. Do they play 4 switch? And oh my goodness, if I played Misfortune Sisters, we would have won. Do they play 4 switch? I don't think they play 4 switch. I think we got him there. Oh my goodness, we should have just played Misfortune Sisters. That would have got us home. That would have got us home. Thankfully, we flipped at least 2 heads there because we hit that 3rd switch that they play. Do they have 4 switching options? I don't know. They just played another energy onto the Superior. There we go, baby. Wugtrio Mill. Woo! That was stressful there at the end. Thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed watching us beat up against Superior and the other game that United Wings, that is a pretty easy matchup since they milled themselves for us anyways. But we were able to set up in that game pretty well. And then with Superior, it was just a really well-piloted game, and I enjoyed it. I hope you did as well. Thank you for sticking around to the end of the video again. And we are on the road to 500 subscribers, so if you'd be so kind as to help out to subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. And then I'll see you next time on Crash Believe Gaming.